What is up, YouTube? This is PuddlesA1 here, and I'm bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle. Today we have an OU match versus ManUp, a guy I met on the smoking server. Now, he was a really cool guy, really good battle. Looking at the team, I have the same team that I was using in my last OU battle video thingamajig. That one I worked for 3 hours on. And he's got a pretty interesting team. Looking at it, you're going to see the Tyranitar and the Polytoad. So he does have two weather users. Now, looking at the rest of his team, nothing's really going to benefit from the rain or the sand. Jirachi might benefit from the rain because of, like 100% accuracy thunder, whatever. So here we go. He's going to lead off with his Skarmory. I'm going to lead off with my Azelf. Now, my Azelf does pack the Fire Punch, but I didn't want to go for it just in case he switched out for any reason. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn just to be completely safe, trying to keep that momentum going that I just started, trying to keep some momentum starting to go in my... Anyway, I'm going to go out in my Magnezone because he does stay in. He sets up the spikes. Now, I'm thinking he has the Whirlwind, and he's specially defensive or physically defensive. Now I go for the Hidden Power Fire. Doesn't break half, so I know he's specially defensive. Yes, he just Whirlwinds me out, so it's a good thing. I almost set up a sub, so I'm really glad I didn't do that. And he Whirlwinds me out into the worst thing he could have done, and I get Whirlwinded into my Heatran. Now, the switch into Politoed was really obvious, but I just wanted to play it safe. I went for the Fire Blast because I am still, getting into OU, and I'm not sure how things work yet. But I'm still kind of fearing, whatever he has to take a Fire Blast and to hit me back. Now, I know he has the Stab Surf move, or not Stab Surf, but Stab Water move, and he goes for Hydro Pump and misses, and now he switches out here as I go for the Thunderbolt on his Jirachi. Now, him switching out kind of tells me he's either Scarf or Specs, so that's something I'm going to try and, figure out later. But I know I'm not going to be able to do much to this Jirachi. I'm fearing the, paralysis, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Conkeldurr, the best thing to absorb a paralysis. He goes for the Thunderbolt over the Thunder or Body Slam, and I don't get Parahax, and I know that I can take another one, but he goes for Psychic, and I was like, oh, crap, but I live on 31, so I was like, oh, yeah, but then he gets the Spec D drop, and I was like, oh, balls, and then I go for Drain Punch, and I take it down with all that nastiness with a crit, and I was like, oh, yeah, and then Lefties happens, and I was like, oh, balls, I don't think I can take it out with a Mach Punch now. Maybe had he got Parahax on me, I would have been able to take, not maybe, I would have definitely been able to take it out with the +1 boost from the Parahax, but there was also the chance I could have got paralyzed. So, it just kind of depends on how things went, and it works out later on. So I'm just gonna go for the Stab Surf here. It does take it out. It is in the rain. I completely forgot that this bad boy was in the rain. So he's gonna go into his Conkeldurr here, and I'm just gonna stay in because I'm not too sure if this thing's gonna have the payback, but just to see if it does. It turns out he doesn't. He has a Stone Edge instead. I'm gonna be able to live that Stone Edge, and then hopefully take it out with another Surf. But he predicts that Surf because it was really obvious and goes into his Politoed here. Now this is a resisted hit, and it does like 25% to this Politoed. So I was thinking that from that range, a Thunderbolt will take it out. Now, him going second and not getting leftover recovery kind of tells me that this thing was in fact Specs and not Scarf because he did not speed me. So that was good information to have. Too bad it died now. But he goes into Skarmory here, lives my Thunderbolt with like negative of a third of a half of a quarter of what he should have, and he takes me out with the Brave Bird. But with the recoil, it will be a double down. So here I'm just going to go into the MVP of this match, my Celebi. Now my Celebi here was still kind of fearing the payback, so I was like, Celebi, you want to go for Leech Seed? And Celebi was like, yeah. So Cheese here is just going to go for that. And then since Cheese is so awesome, I'm just going to dodge the Stone Edge, because I was like, Cheese, do you really want to get hit by a bunch of rocks? And Cheese was like, nah. So Cheese moved to the left a little bit and dodged it. And now I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain and take it out from that range of HP. Now that was really lucky because there is no special attack EVs in this guy. He is the special, or not the special, he's the physical defensive variant. And he's gonna go for my opponent here. ManUp is gonna go for the Ice Shard. Doesn't do that much to me, and Giga Drain is just gonna take him down crazy low and bring me back almost all, well, not almost all the way up, but all the way back up. And he doesn't go for the Ice Shard here, probably not trying to waste any more turns. Now I just take him out with the Giga Drain. That's cool. But now he goes into his Tyranitar here, and I was like, alright, so this thing probably has Pursuit or Crunch. So I thought, I don't want things to take Sandstorm damage. So I was like, set up Leech Seed. And Cheese was like, alright. And then Cheese sees that Tyranitar goes for the Dragon Dance. And I was like, oh my god, Cheese, like, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you guys know how much a +1 Tyranitar is physically. And neither do I. So I guess we're both in the same boat here. He goes for the Ice Punch. I was like, Cheese, do you think you can take it? And Cheese was like, yeah, I got it. And takes it and lives on 136 HP, which is a respectable amount. And looking at how much this Giga Drain does, even in the sand, boosts your special defense. So that oh my gosh, I was really surprised. Cheese is just doing work right now. This Tyranitar is below 50%, and it is Life Orb. So I thought maybe Cheese was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a nap, and decides to get not OHKO'd, but KO'd by this Ice Punch. And I was like, you know what, good job, Cheese. And now here I make stupid plays because Cheese isn't out anymore. I go into my Magnezone, baiting the Earthquake that he might not even have to go into my Heatran, and it turns out he doesn't have it. Hits me with the Stone Edge. I was like, oh, balls, now I'm going to die. And I do die. He gets the crit. Really not sure if that mattered. I have no defensive EVs. This is the offensive Heatran with, Fire Blast, Earth Power, and all that stuff. He's going to go for the Stone Edge here and miss. I get to take him out with the Thunderbolt, and that will be good game ManUp. Now, I'm not sure if he uploads or anything, but I'll find out and then I'll get back to you. Click the Heatran to see my last video. Click the Azelf to see my next one when I upload it. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Tumblr. Add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 throughout. All of that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Leave likes and subs and stuff. That'd be cool. Alright, peace, love, and later, Gators.